Hip Hop Connection.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Here we are on Voice of America. Going cross lands and the seas to cause some hysteria. Actually, we come and bringing peace, peace. Yes, indeed, it's time to cease. War cries, war fire, cause I tell you that it's time to take it higher. And my sole desire is to get a whole choir. Use this music, infuse it in the culture. We refuse this craziness that be popping off. Time to get it going on right now. Coming tough, might come kinda hard. Yes, please, on guard, cause it's time to fight. Said it's time to lift your light, shine your light. Go ahead and do it super bright. I go right now when it's like I got a super mic, cause I be a superhero. Coming right now, said we do it in your stereo. In your stereo right now, so full. I hope you feel what we got, cause it feels good. Deep in my tummy, said deep in my gut, said this is what we got, said raw and uncut, true and concentrated, cause we are so elated to be here with you. And so we bring it cause we know it's understated, but we're never underrated. Said this we do, this for life. We're dedicated, we dedicated. Yeah, we just wanted to open up with a little freestyle, but now we really about to get free, cause I know we need to fight. Life can try and get us down at times, but we gotta keep out there, we gotta keep the fight going. Hey, I'm on that coffee maker grind, no Java break. I signed up for overtime, and I don't care how long it takes. Get in New York State, and man, my mind's wide awake. As I calculate my movements, I'm about to go. Hey, my inner girl is Godzilla. I'm about to shake, rattle and roll the status quo. I hate being underestimated. Don't be fooled, cause we cool and sophisticated. If you work to the bone, we drill holes in the marrow. Put it work like them Hebrew slaves if a pharaoh, cause the one who watches sparrows is one who watch me. So no matter your prediction, my victory's guaranteed. Like a store-bought warranty, but I'll never expire. The one I call sire's the one that only Messiah. Others may retire, but I'll never resign. We ain't scared of rock bottom, that's how we learn to climb.
Baby, you're a fighter, and life may get you down, but you go harder. Throw your hands up if you know that you're a fighter. If you're repping on the clock and your days don't stop, throw your hands up. Baby, you're a fighter, and life may get you down, but you go harder.
Never be discouraged, be encouraged, cause this is our time. Throw your hands up. Yes.
Throw your hands up.
Fight. Yes. So though you're discouraged, know that you're never alone, that you always have friends, family, but you always have the love of God that protects you and loves you. So I know it gets hard. Finances are crazy. Situations at home may be crazy, but you're never alone. Never. My man Dre say life is a blood sport. You ain't never had the advantage of playing home court. Visiting team, no friends, no support. Pregnant full of dreams, but your family tells you to abort. All of your missions feels like you gone missing. Even though you're there, nobody cares or listens. Label misunderstood, told that you never would amount to anything and say that you no good. I know somebody who can more than just feel you. See, smell, hear, taste, sense, so you've been through. Spit on by the spit that he made from mouths that he owned, by lives that he died to save. Overcame death in the grave with you on the brain, and even as the blood drained from his veins, he remembered loving you was the only reason he came. Reason he endured all the hatred and all the shame. Next time you're feeling like nobody knows your name, remember you're a star in his eyes and just hey, and just say say and just say no. And I ain't never gonna be alone. No, and I ain't never gonna be alone. No, and you ain't never gonna be alone. As long as God sits high on the throne, say no. And you ain't never gotta be alone. No, and you ain't never gotta be alone. No, and you ain't never gotta be alone. As long as God sits high on the throne. So I want to do this because often I feel like ladies are disrespected. And so I gotta do this real quick. Before being half naked on hoods of Lamborghinis, we signed treaties and hieroglyphic graffiti. Nefertiti, Coretta to Martin, Betty to Malcolm, Michelle to Barack, Peak to Mountain. Why we degraded, disrespected, neglected, unprotected, rejected, sick of being subjected, always being molested by media and its messages. Why is the emphasis on me being naked if you're only selling beverages? Killing us softly, we all hemorrhaging. Whoredom is the new sexy, murder's the new birth control. Used to want to be a doctor, now she just work the pole. Tell me to play my role, then downplay my position. More than the physical sensation, a life giver. Translation, more than your baby mama, more than your freak hoe. Telling me to pop it cause you wanna be my weasel. Got me feeling like slavery still legal. Auction off my body parts, do me like I'm a la carte. Tell me keep my legs up and why you shop mini mart. No, I'm not for sale. Our development's been arrested. I'm posting a bail. If you blind to the fact, let me spit it in braille. All my subjects respect the queen. Hell. So all my people out there who are virtuous and beautiful, want to just do this verse for you, and then we'll be going. But we just want to say thank you for your time and for your love. Stay strong. So if you like to get your side to side on, come on, let's show them how to do it. Hey, hey, woo, ha ha, yeah, 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 yeah. Listen, kind and intelligent, don't need lots of embellishments to be who it is I are. Bold and beautiful. To be honest, used to struggle with dressing modest cause I wanted to be the hottest. Now it's indisputable. Hell need to compete. I'm in the school alone. In other words, I'm in a class that's on my own. Fully grown now, used to be immature. Fully clothed now, used to be insecure. Full of goals now, used to be unsure. Call me the entrepreneur. I handle BI, something like a Sada Shakur. Cause indeed I'm willing to do whatever needs to be done to see my people liberated, protesting and demonstrating. Real women's lib is understanding that God created, made in his image. Now that there's emancipation. Hey.
When I see you, the air escapes my heart. When I think of you, my heart is filled with joy. You don't need material things, you're just beautiful to me.
Not cause you're half naked, or your booty's big, or you making 6 figures, or you got a kid. By a baller, or you a baller kid, but you the daughter of a king. You act like it, ladylike in your demeanor, so mature. The way you place your faith in God, still endure. Setting about the way you walk, the way you stride. Might as well say that you float, you alive inside. Mesmerizing you to trend the world, wanna follow wherever your side shake. Runaway, top model, a role model, cause you model what you say, not a role that you play, some character you portray. You own it off screen with it, behind the scenes with it, one who makes it happen, but applause never have to get it. Characters that run me cause it's not synthetic. You want honey with it all day, authentic. So this right there is for all those who are taking care of their families, those who work hard every day, those who are striving to just be genuine. Be encouraged. You're beautiful, you're strong, you're virtuous, and we need you. We need you, women. We love you, and stay that way. You're virtuous.
Hip Hop Connection on the Voice of America. My name is J.Mvunganyi, right here live in the studios, Studio 4, Washington, D.C. with Mahogany Jones. She just put it down. And with the band, Mahogany Jones Live. As you can see, the whole setup. But it's good to have you in the studio. Good to meet you.
Great to be had. Great to
You're
meet
about
you.
to embark on a big tour to the motherland, about to take it
Yes.
down to the continent. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, just thoroughly excited. Had the opportunity to apply for a program that American Music Abroad does with American Voices, and it's sponsored by the U.S. State Department of Education and Cultural Affairs. And they said, well, how would you like the opportunity, along with the rest of the world that they opened up to use music as a bridge to help build cultural diplomacy. So we applied, 300 people applied, and we made auditions and got shaved down to be one of the 12. And so we get to go represent America
That's amazing.
in the continent.
And congratulations. That's a big thing.
Thank you.
So you're going to be a cultural ambassador.
Yes.
What do you hope about that people that are going to come and watch you in these different countries? You're going to Rwanda, Uganda, Zambia, and a couple of others. What do you hope they take from your performances?
I just really hope that they take from our performance just the ability to use music as a tool to create change and to be empowered. You know, me doing hip hop, I just remember growing up and just really struggling with like self-esteem and just not feeling like hip hop was something that a girl could do. And so I just really hope too that the women will see that they'll get to use their voice as a means to empower themselves, empower other women, empower and help and challenge their people.
And that's very interesting because later on we'll get to talk to you. I'll get to talk to you about some of the portrayals of the female imagery in mainstream music that we see out there in hip hop. But you're looking forward to something too. I mean, it's a study
exchange.
tour.
It's an exchange.
As it is. What are you looking forward to?
Man, I'm looking forward to seeing all the cute faces and learning different
Is
languages.
this your first time?
This is my first time.
All right.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to just the exchange. I know that I'm going to be given, but I definitely know I'm going to receive probably way more than I'll give. Hoping it'll be even. But yeah, just different languages, the culture, the people, just getting a piece of myself too, you know. Considering I'm African American. So I just think that that is going to be extremely enriching, mind-blowing, and just to be able to go and to be able to bring a world perspective back home, I think is going to do so much for my music and for those that listen to my music, and it's going to be great.
Now you do hip hop, but you do the kind of hip hop that so many people in mainstream commercial radio don't play as much.
Yes.
And I love it. You have a big following, people who love this music, and we don't see it. What do you think, what do you attribute to the failure of commercial radio to connect with, you know, positive hip hop like you do?
It's unfortunate, but you know, sex, drugs, rock and roll. I guess that's what
That's
sells.
the mantra.
Yes, you know, but it's kind of our responsibility as listeners, as consumers, to really put a demand on media outlets and let them know, like, hey, we want to hear this. You know, we want to be spoken life into. So, you know, sometimes I focus on the fact that this is not, what I do is not extremely popular, but I'm just comforted to know, like, you know, those who'll roll with it, they'll roll with it. And, you know, hopefully it'll be a movement that continues to grow and comes up above ground.
Absolutely. Now let's talk a little bit about the portrayal of women. There are not so many female figures, first of all, doing hip hop like yourself. But on the other hand, the hip hop is such, you know, filled with imagery of women in very denigrating postures or positions. Basically, talk to us about that. What do you see as you as a female rapper bringing to the table in terms of changing those attitudes?
I just think we need options. You know, I don't have negative things to say about my female counterparts who are representing women in hip hop. I would just like options like there was in hip hop before. I think it's just very crucial and just very important that women are seen as different lights, because it's almost, if we don't, I have a line in one of my songs that says, if we don't respect women, we don't respect life. And we have to respect women. We have to get back to understanding that family is the nucleus of society. We have to begin to rebuild our societies by at least respecting the roles that we play in society.
Absolutely.
You know?
And you, of course, you're going to a continent that has also very different attitudes to women, you're hoping that when you're singing and they see you on stage, you're a hip hop artist, rapper, that also that kind of speaks to somebody on a different level.
Yes.
In terms of the equality of women,
Yes.
and the spaces that they could potentially fill.
And I think a lot of times people hear women empowerment and they freak out because they think it means women usurpation. And it doesn't mean that. I feel like we have a role and that we can play our role and that we together can create something wonderful. And it's not me pushing you down in order to come up or
Absolutely.
you having to push me down for you to come up. It's us finding our role and our space together so that we can all come up.
And in relation to that also, I wanted to ask you why there are very few female rappers in the business.
I think there's few female rappers in the business because our society has shaped us to expect, two things from women, and especially in hip hop. Either you're a man, and you're being a man, rah, 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 hardcore,
Yeah.
or your sex object or your sex toy. And I think that the human experience is so broad that there should be a few spectrums of light that allow us to be something other than those two things.
Okay.
So.
Now, of course, you're going to the continent, a couple of countries. There are
Yes.
going to be young artists looking
Yes.
up to you and saying,
Yes.
I would love to be out there jamming with Mahogany
Yes,
Jones.
and we're gonna jam. I got excited. I love collaborating with other artists, and me and you were talking previously,
Absolutely.
and just talking about the whole idea of merging genres, and that's really my heart. And so I just want them to see, stretch it a little bit, go to the outer corner, see what happens when you throw some of your instruments in a game. See what happens when you throw a little da 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 da, and you know what I'm saying. See what happens.
But that takes
you know?
also a certain level of comfort
Yeah.
in your game
Yes,
too.
yeah.
And it shows, the talent that you are. And we do appreciate you for that. Mahogany Jones on Hip Hop Connection of the Voice of America. My name is J.Mvunganyi. You can catch her. What's your website? Where can people listen to your music?
Please follow us. You can follow us on the tour at USA Music Abroad. Oh, pardon me, that's on Twitter. And then for Facebook at American Music Abroad. And then myself, you can follow M Jones Live 2012. And then Mahogany Jones for Twitter. MAHOGANYJONZ Twitter. Much love to RLAG, my group, Rhyme Like a Girl. And yeah.
Thank you very much. Hip Hop Connection of the Voice of America. We thank you, Mahogany.
Thank
it was
you
such
so
a pleasure
much,
to meet you.
Jackson.
And
Thank
we
you.
hope to catch you next time when you're in Washington, D.C.
Yes, again, we will.
And good luck with the tour.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.